Hey, what's up everyone? Hope y'all are doing great because I'm doing great as well. Welcome to a Get Ready With Me. I'm going to be doing my drag makeup. Yeah, I have never done one of these and I just, let's just relax. It's the new year. Today's New Year's Day, I guess. So let's talk about resolutions, things we want to work on, while we get into drag. So let's get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this part voiceover because it's honestly just easier for me. I went ahead and got some rubbing alcohol and I'm placing that on my brows just to get them nice and dry, because since I'm gluing them, I don't want any moisture or any of my oils to get in the way of the gluing process. So I went ahead and rubbed some glue in the direction of how I want my brows to lay, and I combed them through and used the back of a comb to go ahead and just lay them flat. I did that for both sides, and the way a lot of queens do it, it varies, but this is how I do it. And I went ahead and used a towel that had that rubbing alcohol to wipe off the glue around the brows. That way it's a nice looking finish. I went ahead and used some of the Smashbox Photo Finish primer to prime my face, and I'm using the CoverGirl, I believe. I'm not too sure, I forgot. But the CoverGirl Finish something foundation, yeah. I just did that on the bottom half of my face, and now I'm rubbing on some more glue on my eyebrows for a second layer. And now we're on to the concealer. I'm using this NYX HD Foundation Concealer just on the high points of my face, under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, above my lip, on the bottom. And I'm going ahead and dipping into my BH Pro palette and doing my cream contour on the side of my cheeks, and I went ahead and just did underneath my neck just because to round out my face a little bit. And now we're just going ahead and blend that down and just blend away. I went ahead in this last layer, I went ahead and licked the glue stick and added the glue, and then add some setting powder. I went light at first and I went pretty heavy handed. And then from there, just wipe it off. You just wipe that stuff away. And now I'm going to get a little more foundation and just put it all on the top part of my face, including the brows. And then next, I'm going to go ahead and get my LA Girl Pro Concealer in like the shade Porcelain. Go ahead and put that over my brows and my forehead just to highlight, and try to cover the brows up a little bit more. Because I'm not using a HD stick or a full coverage foundation or whatever, I have to do that. So now I'm going ahead and use a NYX, it's like this white eye crayon. I went ahead and used that to cover some of the brow, as well as use as a highlight for my brow. So I use my natural brows now for my drag brows. I just cover like half of them, just get a nice shape. And this is basically what I'm doing with the concealer brush. I'm just shaping them into how I want them. And now I'm setting them with some, not foundation, oh my gosh. I'm setting them with a Sephora white eyeshadow just to make sure that that stays and it gives it a little more vibrant color. And now I'm using the NYX Tame and Frame eyebrow pomade in the shade Espresso. And go ahead, and what I usually do first is I shape the bottom of my brow. And now how I do my brows, I just literally use the outline on top of the white and onto my brow as the bottom, and then I work backwards in a sense. So I work from the tail and bring it forward, but I don't completely close it, as you're gonna see right here. I just keep it nice and dark on the edge, and then I go ahead and lightly shade it in. As you can see right here, I kind of messed up the tail. I never do my eyebrows correctly. Like, I always mess them up somehow. So I went ahead and just got some concealer, fixed it, and yeah. You know, like they say, eyebrows don't have to be twins. They're sisters. Mine just happen to look like cousins. You know what? That's okay. I'm okay with that. I don't need perfect brows. I'm not a beauty queen. I'm just a performer. You know. Now that the brows are good, I'm going to go ahead and set all of my cream in place. So I'm just using a regular, I believe this is just an Ulta setting powder, mineral powder. I'm not packing on too much because this is just practice. I'm not performing or anything. Then I use this Makeup Revolution in the color clown, honestly. It's just a very white color. And I just use that set underneath to bake and highlight. Now I grabbed my Morphe 35B palette, rest in peace, because now it's the James Charles palette that took over. And I just used a nice, at first it looked light. I thought it was going to be a light purple, but it's a darker purple. And I'm just using that to kind of make the, I guess you can say, eye socket, whatever. I don't know anatomy. Then I dipped into my Juvia's palette and used the purple, and I'm just deepening that and giving it more of the purple color that I was going for. And now I'm just blending that up. I leave some white between my outer brow and the eyeshadow just to give it a little separation, and plus I want the highlight to really show. And we just blend, and this is where I make my eye shape. So as soon as I blend out, I try to make it as pointy as possible and bring it in. See, on this eye, I messed up because it was just too round, so I just went in with some concealer to try to fix it. It's not gonna look great. I forgot to blend out that part, as you will see right now. Like, I blend this in, but that edge that you can still kind of see, yeah, but that gets fixed later on in the video. Don't worry about it. So now I'm going in with the dark enough purple, but also light purple that kind of blends in, because I'm shaping out my crease. I do have hooded lids, therefore I have to make a higher crease, or bigger crease basically, so I can show my shimmer shade, because I love shimmers. So I'm doing that on both eyes, just outlining with a deep enough purple that I can see it, but it still kind of blends in. And then I'm gonna go in with a black, and then go ahead and just outline that shape just to give it more depth and make that noticeable separation. And then I'm gonna go and do that to the other side. And typically I do blend this right now, but for some reason on this video I went ahead and just did this. Then I cut the crease with my concealer. Then I added my shimmer shade, and then I blended, but it doesn't matter. Just make sure it's not as harsh and edgy. So I'm just using some concealer right here and just cutting the crease. I do kind of go in to that shape that I drew with my eye just to thin it out a little bit, because I did make it a little thick on, I forgot which eye. But I'm just doing that just to fix it. And right here is where my light went out, my little ring light thing. So unfortunately, this is just for a quick second. I'm just going back right now underneath my eyes with the NYX Pro eyebrow pencil in the white, and I'm just going underneath my eyes. That, and right here, I'm sorry, again, the camera and the lighting is all bad. I raised my ISO, and it's making these little black bars. I do not know what's going on. I'm sorry. But I went ahead now, and I was just packing on my shimmer shade onto my lids, and now this is a scary part. I am putting on my eyeliner. I am off of eyeliner, but luckily for this look, I just bought this little eyeliner pencil, this really tiny thing. I shaped my eyes out the best I've ever shaped them, so they look so good from what I've done. I just literally just brought it in, draw the edge, and just did what you're supposed to do with eyeliner. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. It was just perfect, honestly, for my eye shape. And they were both angular and winged. They weren't slanted, they weren't straight, which honestly I've had the hardest time with eyeliner. That's why I hate eyeliner. But now I'm just going ahead, since I'm done with the eyes, basically dusting away all that white powder. And then I'm adding in a little bit more of the purple into my outer corners, adding a little more shimmer shade from the Morphe 35O shimmer palette, which is on my lids. And then I'm adding a little more white on the highlight just to brighten that up just a little bit more. Now we're going to put a little bit of the e.l.f. It's a bronzer kind of thing. I'm just adding a little bit, just give a little more color up there. Adding some powder contour on my cheeks now. And because I did go a little bit heavy, what I end up doing is in that duo contour palette, it has like a banana powder. So what I did is I used a little wedge, like as you see, and I just carved out my face a little bit. Fix the shape and fix any areas that were like just too heavy. And honestly, I kind of did that not on purpose, on accident, and I really love the way it looked. I went ahead and just used the same contour palette to contour my nose, and I used some of that banana powder again just to fix it. Then we're gonna go ahead now and highlight with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora palette. I used the purple, I forgot what it's called, but I just put that on my cheeks and I meshed that in with my contour a little bit above my eyebrows, on the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose, and I just blend that in. On camera, this actually kind of gives me a great cast, but in person it looks really pretty and I love it. And then lastly, I'm just gonna go ahead and add on some mascara, curl my lashes, and then add on my fake lashes. These, I don't even know where they're from or where I got these fake lashes. I got them from my friend. I just don't know what kind they are. I just stacked them on top because I have a really hard time with lashes. Luckily this time I was able to put them on, but more towards the inner corner of my eye, they wouldn't stick. So that's why you're gonna see literally the band, but oh well. And then I just cut some individual pieces from my from my eyelashes, and then I'm gonna stick them right where that white is on the lower part of my eye. Right here is the finished look, and that is it. I have my lip and all that on. Hey everyone, and that's the finished look. Paradisa is in the building now. Has on her dress. Look at the sparkles on that. Ooh. Yeah, hope you enjoy watching this video. Leave a like down below. Leave a comment. Let me know what are your resolutions or goals or whatever for the new year. Just a quick thing, this was supposed to be like mentioning resolutions and all that for the New Year's. I didn't do that, so please excuse that whole part of the video. This was literally just to show you how I did my drag makeup. So sorry for the false information. Hee hee. Hee hee. Hee hee. You know, she's just living her life. Hopefully trying to get some gigs this year. Hopefully performing. Hopefully making an appearance in Southern California. So let's hope on that. Thank you so much for watching. Hope y'all have a great morning, day, night, whatever time it is you're watching this. And subscribe and follow on social media below. All that jazz. Yeah. Bye.